conversation with people who sort of define your life as you're growing up in terms of what you understand the world of entertainment to be. She was just always there. And I think back on it, and I kind of took her for granted. She's great, she's one of a kind, she's, remarkable. She earned her place at the table of great icons for all time, and it made sense to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know very much about this period of her life. I didn't know the struggles that she had gone through in her life, and certainly not be to the degree that she, faced hardship for me.
So it had been a while.
Let me remember. I think that I had a phone call with David Livingstone, who produced the film, who is an old associate of mine. We did Bridget Jones together 132 years ago. And he sent the script to me. I just finished doing the Bridget Jones press tour in 2016. So it's early 2017.
And you were someone who has in movies, obviously, sung and danced to everyone in Chicago. But you at the time, you don't see yourself as from what you've said in the past, you don't think of yourself as a singer dancer. So when you had, this possibility, even with playing Chicago the first time along, did it seem a little crazy?
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I didn't know why David and Rupert had thought of me, and it seemed really like a peculiar idea to me, and I was curious as to why, and I was really curious as to what made them think that might be possible.
And so there was sort of a feeling out period, right? How do you end up at Abbey Road?
You say yes to any chance you get. That's how. And that became a really big sort of, okay, this may not happen, and I may make a jerk of myself trying, but I don't care. Because they mentioned that we would just go to England and discuss it. So let's just meet in London and we'll talk about it and we'll see what's possible and see where we are and where we might get. And how about we try some songs? And I got just such a pit in my stomach. And we'll send you the songs in advance and you can work on them. And I thought, yeah, but there are those songs, Yeah, we'll just work on them. And then he said, and then you'll come over and we'll record some things. And I thought, oh, you have to be kidding me. I'm gonna work on these songs and then we're gonna put it on tape, really, forever. And then he said, so it'll be great, it'll be really fun, we'll just take some pictures and we'll do some makeup and we'll see what it looks like and then we'll go to Abbey Road. Yes. We should definitely do that.
And so when you were there, what were the songs that you were put on the spot to do?
Well, at first they suggested Man That Got Away. No big deal. And Rainbow.
Yeah.
And David had sent me the recordings from around her live performances around 1968. So I understood what we were trying to achieve was not 1939, 1945, 1955, but it was, later in her career. So her voice was, it was quite different. It didn't mean that she wasn't still phenomenal and, one of a kind and able to do what 99.99% of the world, cannot. But I realized that the goalpost was a little bit, it was different.
So, how soon after that did you guys both decide, all right, this is achievable, and let's do it?
I didn't have that moment. I didn't. I never. We just kept trying things, and I just kept hoping that it
So we just kept trying, and just kept working, and just having faith that the people who understand the process of building a voice, for example, know what they're talking about. And so I just sort of jumped in and participated. And the rest of it was just this beautiful collaboration where everybody from every department was showing up every day on this film where nobody was sleeping and no one was really getting paid, and we really didn't have the amount of time that we needed to properly, film it, doing the best that they could, and because they wanted to express this affection for her. It was so beautiful. I've never been part of anything like that before, where everybody was showing up and trying things every day, and trying. Rupert called it, the director called it mining for treasure, that everybody showed up every day. We were digging around trying to find these essential bits of information that would reflect on this moment in her life in a beautiful way. Things that felt essential in conjuring her essence.
Well, and I know that you had, I think before you ever got to set, had done quite a bit of your own homework and watching things and reading things. What were some of the most valuable things? I think you had said something about, was there a Dick Cavett interview later in life or something, or different things from that period that were revealing?
Oh, a lot, yeah, there was a lot. Speaking of treasure, the YouTube dive that you can take, usually at 1 in the morning or 2. That was wonderful, because information or footage from the archive that might not have been available, that might have been someone's private collection and stayed there forever was just right there. You could just dig and keep going. And all of her talk show appearances in different stages of her career were very, very revealing. And also her show, I guess it was a variety show, if you were to describe it that way, where she sang and she interacted with the audience, and they even had outtakes where she was, joking around and sort of self-deprecating when she'd screw up, and she's hilarious. See a lot of her humanity in those moments, and of course the rest of the legacy of her work that's available to explore.
One of the amazing things is that we're obviously
The former, because I feel like, early on when you start working, you bet you can, you bet you can do whatever you need to do. Yes, I can pretend anything, but later on, it's more rewarding if you connect in some way to the experiences of the person that you're playing. I'm sure everybody here feels that way. That if you can recognize something about their own experience or their experience rather in your own life, then it just feels like a richer experience, I'm sure.
So with Judy, at Judy specifically at this point in her life career, what was the point of connection?
Well, I didn't know it at first. At first, I was just curious, I was curious about her, and why did I know so little about this period in her life? And then I was just amazed as I continued to dig and saw what it was that she was able to overcome in order to continue to perform at that level. When there's nothing that seemed life-sustaining that was coming toward her. There's nothing that was nourishing in terms of her physicality or her emotional life. And definitely for her spiritual life, everything just seemed so extracting and demanding and depleting. And as I continued to look forward, I would think, God, that's just incredible, because as performers, we know a schedule, we understand a schedule, and we know what it takes to keep your professional promises and keep going, no matter what circumstances are in your private life. We all know about that. But I didn't know about physical performance and live performance and that connection that you have with an audience and that electricity and the energy that goes into it, and just physical toll that it takes on your body. You do it one day, and really, can you do it the next day? And is it really down to you deciding to do it the next day, or are there variables that are beyond your control that have to do with your biology and circumstance that may or may not cooperate? And to learn about that, I was just in awe. I was in awe I mean, she was such a hero, you know? And as I came to understand how certain decisions that were made for her early in life and different circumstances that she had to navigate came into play throughout her life and affected her in ways that no one could have known when they were setting her on the path as a child or even a little bit later on, what struggles she would entail. And I felt like that sort of blanketing of the final chapter of her life in this cloak of tragedy seems so wrong to me. Because yeah, she left early, as we would perceive it. She left early in life, but then when you come to see what it was that she struggled with, it's extraordinary that she managed to sustain until she was, almost 50. But it just made me think, no, that what was projected onto her is untrue. And I think that as performers, we all kind of different, and that gulf that's between, I guess, the perception of a person and the truth of a life. And it felt like on that set, all of us there were sort of advocating to, I don't know, in some way, maybe shine a light on a proper truth about that chapter in her life. Not tragic, but heroic, Well, the first number was interesting because trying to sort of map out the degrees of, I guess, lucidity, starting in the hotel room and then getting to the stage. The Rupert was really clear that he wanted it to be ambiguous, and he wanted for both the audience and the talk of the town and folks watching to wonder whether or not she would be able to deliver as she felt, similarly in that circumstance that she might not. So he felt that was important, and he wanted for the struggle that she was experiencing in her personal life at that time to be reflected both in the performance and in the narrative of the song. And he's so interesting. I haven't worked with a lot of theater directors. Do you guys work with a lot of theater directors? It's different, right? Am I right?
Very different.
Because I just have the one experience, but it was different. He wanted for the emotion to be in my bones, so that when we were going through the mapping out on the stage and all of the choreography, whatever the performance was going to be, for this to just be palpable. So he had me in the rehearsal room, and he wanted to put it on its feet way before I was ready. I was still contorting my body to make the sounds come out of my mouth, bending over, trying to push through the nose and things. And he was ready for us to, put it on his feet and dance. And I mean, he gave me a lot of kicks in the backside, and I'm so grateful for that. It's the best thing, isn't it? When you work with a team who are like, oh, you just keep going. Yeah, he wanted me to push this piano across the room. Someone made a joke hearing that story. He just wanted his furniture moved. And for this next song, we're going to paint this wall. But he wanted the struggle to be in my bones. And so that was really important about that performance. To sing the song while I was pushing the piano so that I would physically understand what it was that he wanted communicated on the stage that day. I thought that was fascinating. And then your second question was about
Yes.
that was one of the critical moments in telling this story, I felt, because from everything that I read and what I understood, did you guys ever see that, the footage of the interview that she did with a very young Barbara Walters, where she's sitting on the couch? I think it was 1967, I want to say. If you haven't seen it, it's really fascinating. She's sitting on a sofa and she's got Joey and Lorna with her. And you can see her vulnerability. And you can see that she's so tired. And she's clinging to her children on this couch because of her fear of being exposed or maybe ridiculed. And even talking about it now, you get teary to talk about it. Because you could tell that she recognized what hung in the balance in that moment, because she had been lampooned in the press and people were whispering about her ability to perform, and they were talking about, drug abuse or alcohol abuse, and Barbara asked her, listen, if you were to perform, what would you do? What would you want? What would you want to be? And she just shook her head and said, be a good mother, a nice lady.
Oh.
And it just really, that touched me, that this connection she had with her children was the thing. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a quick Google. There's so much more to it that I won't talk to you about here and now, but it'll break your heart, really, because it felt, I don't know, somehow it just felt, she was just so vulnerable, and you just wanted somebody to protect her when you watched the see what I mean. It was that moment, to me, in the phone booth was the opportunity to show that good lady.
And was there's not somebody I remember that called me.
Do you know what? There was.
There was?
And, okay, has anybody ever had the thing where you don't have your actor and then there's somebody who's doing the reading? And they're acting the line and the oh, here it is. And you're holding that, and you want to stay in that moment, and you're trying to shush the voice in your head that's going, oh God, please. Please just fade. But there was those child labor laws that they didn't have back in the day, they sure do get in the way these days. And the little girl, she couldn't be out on the London streets at 4 in the morning. How weird. It seemed like a good idea that she should come home, go to bed, not be in the rain. But so Rupert asked me if I would like for, I can't remember who it was, a very sweet crew member who was actually nervous to be asked to read the lines. And I thought, oh, you know what, well, you do it. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a very good little girl. That exchange was one of my favorite things about the experience. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you get in that, when you're sharing that moment, and when you've worked with the best actor in your whole life ever, and you can, it's just so easy to transcend, and you go, it's sort of this understanding, this moment where you understand, and it's this unspoken sort of, I don't know, this moment where you're able to both fully immerse and fully, I don't know, you reach that place that you're in your imagination hoping that you might, because it feels important that you do. And I knew that he knew what he wanted. And I knew that by speaking to me in a certain way, or waiting in a certain moment, that he would elicit the response that I was hoping for. And it was awesome.
Wow.
Who would have ever thought? Great.
Really beautiful question. And really nice compliments. Thank you for that. Music. I was in music in this case, it was in large part Judy's music, or recordings of her voice, her speaking voice. And each day it would be different. It would be, it would reflect in some way the emotional place that I wanted to go that day, that I would, steal from her archive. The music is really important to me. It always has been, in any project, for two reasons. The first reason is because I feel like it is the quickest way to establish a mood, or to find yourself thinking about things that are necessary for that day. And it keeps me from playing, because a set can be really fun. And, it keeps me focused. I like to go to the place where we're trying to get to and stay there, no matter what's going on set, because I find that it's easier than starting over every time. They move the camera, or say cut and start again, get rid. And so that's part of it. And it's definitely the latter, in your question. The one, I don't want to be thinking about who the person is supposed to be, or how I can act like that person today. I want to have come to work wearing that already, so that when we start telling the story, it just lives,
Thank you so much, Renee. And